Hi there. How are you tonight? I decided to talk to all my friends on Facebook um, about something very important to me. Um, Essentially, coming out of the closet. And no, wrong closet. Um, what it is for the past 2 years now, I've been I've been participating and working on my mindset. Now, some of you are probably going, yeah, we know, we've seen all the posts, mindset matters most. Geez, would you just shut up? No, I won't. It's important. Um, when I first started this journey, some of you are aware I moved to Ottawa in 2012 and away from everyone that meant anything to me. It was crippling, absolutely crippling. None of my coping skills, none of my ways of being in the world worked here. And they wouldn't. I couldn't stop crying. I had Gemma, and thank God for her, or I don't want to think about where I ended up. And about a year after I moved here, I guess about 6 months, I was friended by a man named Brian Grasso and his lovely fiancée, Carrie Campbell. They've since gotten married, and I got to be at the wedding, the surprise wedding. That was an epic moment. But to get back to the story, okay. So I attended a webinar that Brian said would change your life. And he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. He could give me a money-back guarantee and he'd walk away with all of it. What it is a program to become aware of your unconscious drivers. We have a conscious mind that processes 40 to 60 bits of data a second. We have an unconscious mind that visually alone processes 10 million bits of data a second. 10 million. Think about that. Just sitting here watching me moving hands around, mouth and seeing, hearing at the same time. Imagine, probably billions. And we're still making all our decisions with our conscious mind. Well, I'm here to tell you the influences that we've experienced, the events, the people, the things that have influenced us have helped form a perception. And this perception most times does not serve us in the least. It makes us anxious, makes us angry. It makes us doubt our own possibilities. Did you know that you are, 16 trillion electrons? And that those electrons are only fixed when we observe them? They can be anything. You can be anything. Absolutely anything. And yet we don't. We sit here with our 40 to 60 bits of data, and we make all these choices in our lives, and a lot of them hold us back from where we want to be. Do you really want to be where you are right now? I can't answer that for you. Do you want to be feeling negative feelings and continually self-sabotage for what you want to do? I know some people who are the most amazing and are doing what they want to do, and absolutely thrilled to watch them and join in and support them. I know a whole lot more who are going, well, I wish I could. When I finally get holidays, I'll be able to relax. When the kids move out, when When my kids are grown up, I can leave my husband, I can leave my wife. You know, there are all these things going on in our lives, and our life doesn't seem to be important. We seem to like to sabotage. We seem to like to sacrifice. We want to be selfless. And realistically, that doesn't serve anyone. You can't help people. You can't be any more to your friends and family if you're not the best you can be. And that means being aware of your drivers. That means being aware of your unconscious thoughts. That means being aware of what's going on and what's making you do things you do. I came back from the MPI Summit in Greenwich, Connecticut, and met a wonderful group of people. I think there were 70 of us. Absolutely amazing, loving group of people. Yes, I know, my brother's probably sitting there going, yeah, you joined a cult. No, I didn't. Nope. And you'll find that out. You just give us time. We're out to change the world. We're out to make the world a happier, more aware place. We're out to help people realize their dreams. I'm personally out to try and get rid of suicides. When you are so down, so far down, that suicide is an option, I want help. I hear about that a lot in my job. I hear a lot about people turning to drugs, alcohol. I hear a lot about family violence. I hear a lot about people not knowing that they can have those dreams, that they can have them, they can work towards them, they can happen. All they need to do is get out of their way. All they need to do is get aware. Be aware of what's driving those behaviors. This weekend, I had one last traumatic event in my life that I apparently needed to relive and share, to move on. I have spent years seeing counselors, years doing all kinds of psychotherapy, all kinds of different techniques, all kinds of groups. And the one thing that came out of all that is the label victim. I got that slapped on me every time I turned around. Even people calling me a survivor, a wonderful survivor. Well, you don't get to be a survivor without being a victim first. And I don't need that label. I'm me. I don't want to be a victim. I don't want to be a survivor. I don't want the label. I want to be me. I was very fortunate that people that at the summit heard me. And one of the most amazing things happened for me is one man turned to me and said, I don't know what you were talking about. I just got the tail end. He says, but you never have to feel that way again. It's out there. It's done. I've never been told that in counseling. There's always been, okay, you're at this plateau and then you're going to climb up and you're going to re-experience it, or you're going to re-experience it in a different way, or something else is going to trigger those experiences and they're going to come back. And I've been through that cycle and cycle and cycle and cycle. And I'm tired of that. I'm not saying that there isn't a role for counseling. I'm not saying there isn't a role for psychotherapy. I'm not saying that, because obviously there are some issues that need those. But I am saying that you have the ability to change your life and to tap into that unconscious driver and change it, and make sure that you do not self-sabotage, that you are not getting in your own way. You have that ability. So, okay, enough. enough. I just want to come clean. I know I've been emailing a lot of people, and I've been talking to a lot of people, and I love you all. Honest to God's truth, when I say good night, love and hugs, I mean that to every single one of you. I care about each and every one of you. And if anybody chooses to send me a message, if anybody wants to be part of my mindset group, let me know. I'm there for you. And if anybody wants help, talk to me. Talk to me. I've got a couple of different options happening, and if nothing else, you're in the group. So have a wonderful weekend for the people in Ontario. Have an epic long weekend. I'm looking forward to downtime tomorrow. So, love and hugs. Night all.